We got up to speed in about 3 months, and we are running very efficiently now. Now the question is, when's the second one coming? Where's the third one going? Not is robotic welding the way to do it. We're a job shop that does welding, fabrication, machining, and also grinding, cylindrical and flat grinding. So we kind of do a little bit of everything with a focus to supporting customers that actually build more products with our products. So I've looked at BotX multiple times in my career before this. I've ran the big programmable welding robots with positioners and everything. And I just knew that what we needed was something that was quick and efficient to set up, was repetitive, and was really going to fit in that niche of 50 to 100 pieces. We weren't going after the 1,000 pieces that needed to be a lights out robot that picks up and does all that stuff. We went to the actual facility, we watched it test, we talked to a couple people that had them, got really good feedback, and decided to make the purchase.
I was amazed how fast it got online. It was less than a half a day and we were welding with it. And then the other thing was just how much air gas and ready arc came in and stayed with us for a couple days. The training was awesome because everybody here had no experience, zero from state one. And I would say within probably 4 days, we were programming and welding pretty independently. We still had a lot to learn. We still had a lot of struggles. I mean, you've got to be committed to this project. You got to have the mindset that it's going to work. We're going to make it work.
On the robot, we're starting to weld more of our high production parts. When I took over the company a year and a half ago, we weren't going after that because we couldn't do parts of more than 20 or 30 at a time repetitively and on a time. So we had decided to not chase that work. So now that we've chased that work, we've actually now brought on probably 3 new customers where we're welding anywhere from 20 to 60 hours a week on that robot just for those customers.
The stuff that we've taken off the manual tables, put on the robot, the welds are so consistent and so clean that our grinding and sanding and cleaning and prepping them for paint has almost been cut by 80%, just because we can control exactly how big the welds are, how smooth they are, the placement where they are, and the splatter. We can control all that. Where if a guy changes his angle a bit, he's going to get more splatter in part. The robot, if we program it right, very little splatter.
Nobody lost their job because of us bringing in a robot. What we did is we took the monotonous work that they didn't really want to do over and over and over and over. We moved that to the robot so they could do the one-off custom piece. So they could do more of the craftsmanship versus the production. And so it's really been a benefit to our team out there. It's easier on their bodies because they're not in that same position for 3 or 4 days in a row, just throw and weld. So really, if you have a path for it, it should make your employees happy when they see that robot show up, not think that it's a threat to their hours or their livelihood. I think the right supplier is key to this whole thing. I mean, you can buy robots from anybody online. There's hundreds of options. We had a scenario 3 weeks ago where we had an error code come up for the first time ever. Nobody in our shop knew what to do. I got a hold of people back east, wherever they were. They had us up and running in 5 minutes. Walked us through on the phone. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to reset. And we were up and running again. If you just bought a robot from a random company that doesn't have that, you could have been down for weeks until you got a technician out here. So that rapid response is key when you're spending as much money as a robot costs. You want that thing running. So
actually, as a manager of the shop, I like the bigger quantity jobs. My life's easier. The more I can set the robot up, get it running, I can go off and do other things and try to improve other spots of the company. We definitely like to chase larger quantity jobs now. They're easier, more profitable, where we're getting to the point now that we've got jobs out there today that are tacked up, waiting for the robot to open up to do them. We're getting more work for the robot than one robot can do, and we're running the robot 16 hours a day. Yeah, so it's kind of exciting that we can see another robot in the near future because we have the need. We're getting close.
For another company or owner looking at buying a BotX, my recommendation would be don't be scared of it. I think we were nervous as to, do we need a programmer or do we need a welder? The welders that are running it today have never had any programming training on any sort, on anything before, and they've gotten proficient. It did take us a few months to learn through it. We got up to speed in about 3 months, and we are running very efficiently now. We've gotten to the point where we went from a 1 setup to 4 setups on the table at the same time, multiple stations being welded on the same robot. It was scary for my team to do it, but I just wasn't gonna let us fail, and so we decided we were gonna go for it no matter what. And I think once you get over that first hump, now the question is, when's the second one coming? Where's the third one going? Those are the questions that we're having now, not is robotic welding the way to do it.